Welcome to Evertech Play. This is the last day of Electronics and Automation, and we are here with William Baars of Natural Instrument. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
So, what is a company like Natural Instruments showcase here at Electronics and Automation?
Well, at Electronics and Automation, people who are visiting the trade show can actually get a gadget. It's called a Helios. It's actually a PCB where you can measure the quality of light with. So this PCB is produced here at the trade show, and people can get this PCB and test it everywhere and assemble it at different booths. And actually, testing it is something we do as Natural Instruments as well. Huh? So we do production test, and we test the device as well. So people can join us at our booth and test and program the Helios gadget.
Last year was not a funny year for a big part of the industry, but what trends do you see for this year?
Well, the trend obviously is going to be we need to reduce cost. So what we see as a company that does a lot in testing is that companies would like to have more insight in the total cost of ownership of testing. So what we're trying to accomplish there is with FPGA technology, off-the-shelf technology, we try to drive out cost of instruments. And I think that's a big trend we see nowadays in the test industry, that of course cost needs to go down. We use FPGAs as a differentiator and one tool called LabVIEW, with which you can both program the FPGAs as the operating system. So you can basically define by software your complete instrument yourselves. And that's the big differentiator. So it's going to be smaller, it's going to be faster, and it's going to be cheaper.
And with this new approach, FPGA, how do you feel that you stack up against the competition?
Well, again, FPGA, it has a lot of processing power, and if you can program it easily with a product like LabVIEW, you can make your tests faster, smaller. And what we also see, and that's another trend, is that of course we produce a lot of data these days. We call that big analog data. You need to do something with it. So with an FPGA you can produce your data quite fast, and you can also analyze it on the FPGA. So that's also a trend we see. So we see a trend reducing the total cost of ownership of test. We see a trend that software is going to be very important as the software-centric test systems. We see a trend in big analog data, so lots of data what needs to be addressed, and of course software quality is also very important these days. So that's basically it.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.